Searching for the one has never been this humiliating. Welcome to MsMojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most embarrassing things that have happened to Ted on How I Met Your Mother.
You demand? No. He does not demand. We have no demands.
So I'm gonna have to ask you to remain calm.
Okay, yeah, I'm calm. I'm totally calm.
For this list, we'll be looking at the moments where the self-proclaimed Teddy Westside faced his greatest set of failures, and instances that future Ted would much rather forget. Since these take place across the show's 9 seasons, here's your spoiler alert. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10. Mistakenly assuming what his date's job is. When Robin is angered at him for lying about breaking up with Victoria to hook up with her, Ted tries to get revenge by finding a beautiful date. This is set up by Barney, who claims the woman is a hooker posing as Mary the paralegal.
Yeah, because if I did sacrifice all my values just for an easy buck, what would that make me? A prostitute. Exactly. Thank you, Mary. So, Mary, what do you do for a living?
She's a paralegal.
Yes, I'm a paralegal.
While he has reservations about dating a supposed prostitute, Ted finds himself enjoying her company.
Hey, you know that scene in Empire where they lower the helmet onto Darth Vader's head? Do you think that's how Sandy puts his hair on in the morning?
You just insulted someone I hate by referencing something I love. Damn, you just got even hotter.
His limits are tested when Mary invites him over to her room, and Ted is forced to confront her. He then goes so far as to begin arguing with Mary that she's a prostitute, despite her repeated claims that she's not.
No, I'm a paralegal.
You're a paralegal.
Unfortunately, Ted's too late to realize this, and an offended Mary kicks him out. To complete his embarrassment, Barney and Marshall waste no time laughing in Ted's face. Number 9. Teaching the wrong class. After realizing that being a teacher is his true calling, Ted begins his new job as a professor of architecture.
I had thought of everything, except...
Wait, does Professor have one F or two? Oh my god. Oh my god. Professor. They're all staring at me. Professor.
However, things go wrong straight away as a nervous Ted is unsure how to address his new students. Alternating between personas of a chill professor and an unreasonably stern one, he proceeds to speak in circles.
Silence! This is Architecture 101. I am Professor Mosby, but you can call me Ted. Professor Mosby. T-Dog. Do not call me T-Dog.
Rather than charm his students as he hoped, Ted continues to make awkward conversation, including failed attempts at humor. After his nervousness gets the best of him, which involves even forgetting how to spell words, he's horrified to learn that he's been teaching Econ 305 all along.
Yeah, buddy, I'm sure 200 architecture students and the professor all got the room wrong.
T-Dog, you're in the wrong room, bro.
It's a small consolation that at least the mother appreciated that shellfish joke.
I don't want to see someone eating, say, lobster in the front row without sharing with the rest of us. Because that would be shellfish.
Come on, that was funny.
Number 8. Witnessing Marshall and Lily's first time. Ted, Lily, and Marshall have always been an exceptionally close trio. Despite realizing that he shared the same toothbrush with them for almost a decade, Ted was part of an even more embarrassing situation involving the couple.
Yeah, we always kept your toothbrush in the bedroom. Also weird, by the way.
No, we kept it in the bathroom.
No, there was only one toothbrush in the bathroom, and it was mine.
Having become best friends with Marshall as roommates in college, Ted also had to be around for Marshall's more intimate moments. As shown in a flashback, Marshall and Lily get together for the first time in his dormitory room. While they present it as a romantic story, Ted reveals that his recollection of things aren't all that memorable. To make matters worse, not only did Marshall and Lily ignore Ted, they evidently did it again despite his protests.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Want to do it again?
Please don't. We said we were sorry.
Yeah, well, then why'd you do it again?
You know what? I loaned you my Walkman.
Many years later, Ted finds himself at the wrong place once again.
Bathroom, of course.
Please don't.
Sorry, Ted.
Number 7. Telling his date he's peeing himself. When Robin sets Ted up with a friend at the cool new club known as OK, he and Barney head over to find out it's a bit too loud for comfort. Despite giving his date a chance, Ted begins to get annoyed when he realizes she's more interested in dancing than listening. In order to get some fun out of this situation, he begins screaming random and outrageous statements. Ted's luck runs out, however, as the music cuts away just when he delivers his craziest line yet.
I'm wetting my pants!
I think that's when I realized clubs weren't awesome.
With the entire dance floor having heard about Ted's supposedly unfortunate accident and no hope to get his date back, Ted's forced to concede that clubs just aren't for him. Number 6. The pineapple incident. Jealous of Robin's new rich date and dismayed with the lack of progress in his love life, Ted takes Barney's advice to stop thinking.
So what, you want me to do a shot?
Oh no. I want you to do 5 shots.
Ooh, more interesting.
Barney, I think you've officially...
No, don't think. Do.
This leads Ted to becoming severely drunk, and he happily embarrasses himself at McLaren's, much to everyone's amusement.
I am vomit-free since 93. Vomit-free since 93. That's funny. I'm funny.
Who are you calling?
Robin.
Oh, bad idea, jeans.
The next day, a confused Ted pieces together the previous night's events, wondering who the mysterious girl he hooked up with is and why he's woken up with a pineapple. He learns of his foolish behavior from his friends. This involves things like singing like a maniac, making Carl the bartender think he's hitting on him, and getting burned by Barney. Not only does he learn that Trudy, the girl in his bed, is ashamed of their hookup, Ted also fails to remember why he has a pineapple in the first place.
Damn it, Trudy, what about the pineapple? Sorry.
Number 5. Getting a lower back tattoo. The breakup with Robin hits Ted harder than he realizes. As his jealousy over her new handsome boyfriend Gael sets in, Ted decides to win the breakup by using Barney as his wingman. However, he takes an instant attraction to Amy, a tattooed girl who's clearly bad news. Ignoring Barney's arguments against Amy, Ted decides to go along with her crazy antics.
Ted, who are you gonna side with on this tattoo thing?
I think I'd look way hot with some ink.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tyler! Mommy, Daddy, she's back!
After going a little too far in his over-the-top behavior, he finds himself about to get a tattoo.
And underneath it should say, I win. And then it should have flames coming out the bottom.
Fire.
Unfortunately, Ted doesn't remember this until the next morning, and upon learning this fact, his friends launch into a tirade of jokes.
Since you and Robin split, you've been gestating. Growing in your cocoon.
Realizing that he's gotten a butterfly tattoo on his back, a horrified Ted's humiliation is complete when Barney calls it this.
Oh, that's not a tattoo. That, dear boy, is a tramp stamp.
A tramp stamp.
Number 4. Partaking in Barney's plays. At a time when his friends are in committed relationships and being the only single one left, Ted agrees to take part in plays from Barney's playbook. He ends up regretting this move as Barney decides to make Ted go through the most outrageous moves imaginable.
Great. And then, maybe later,
I could give you a different package. My penis. Daddy's a terrible line!
Despite some promising material, which makes it seem as if Ted might be successful, Barney's insistence of using his horrible punchline gets Ted into trouble each time. Eventually, Ted's constant bickering in his ear with Barney bugs him to the point where he eventually begins to embarrass himself on his own.
Before I give my best friend this organ, how about... Nope. Nope, I'm not saying that. I did hear you, but I'm not saying that. Because I'm not.
Poor Ted's luckless day is sealed when his ex-girlfriend Jeanette finds the playbook and publicly destroys his possessions, even his beloved cowboy boots. Number 3. Getting beaten up for dumping his girlfriend on her birthday. There are some embarrassments that are thoroughly deserved, and this is the one for Ted. Upon being overcome by nostalgia over his ex-girlfriend Natalie, he pursues her once again until she takes him back.
Self-respect is overrated.
In classic Ted Mosby fashion, though, he soon realizes that he's made a big mistake, and thinking he's doing the noble thing, breaks up with Natalie.
Today's your birthday?
Yeah. No, it's okay. I wasn't telling anyone about it.
Today's your birthday. I didn't get you anything.
Oh, it's okay. You know, you've already given me the best present of all. I can trust again.
It's too bad he picks the worst timing, as an incensed Natalie reminds him that he's just broken up with her on her birthday.
I'm not the one for you!
I'm sorry, I thought the mature thing to do would
It's
be...
my birthday!
Yes, I know, I didn't realize that it
It's
was...
my birthday!
Having done the same thing on their last breakup, Ted's excuses only make Natalie angrier. It's here that Ted gets a painful lesson in Krav Maga, as Natalie delivers a beatdown that future Ted's children find hilarious. Number 2. Classic Schmosby videos. It's one thing to be publicly humiliated, and another to have others laugh at your misery. For Ted, this came true when his repeated mishaps in love made him an internet celebrity.
That is why I am starting my own architecture firm, Mosbyist Designs. Mosbyist Designs has failed. But Alex and Jessica's love reminds us that...
At his childhood friend Punchy's wedding, he learns that his school friends have filmed his many meltdowns over the years and put them up on the internet.
Mosbyist Designs has failed. But Alex and Jessica's love reminds us that...
These turn out to be so popular that fans show up from as far away as Finland just to meet Ted.
Can't wait for your toast, Schmosby.
Yeah, here come the waterworks.
Wait, you're rooting for me to melt down at your own wedding?
Yeah, everyone is. Plus, a few new friends from Finland.
Of course, there's also the nickname that Ted is stuck with, as his classmates love to rib on Schmosby, and the fact that most wedding guests actually turn up just to see him lose it again. Fortunately, Marshall sticks up to defend his friend.
And you know why he's happy? Because this beautiful lady right here is pregnant.
How did you know that? That was supposed to be a secret!
Before we unveil our most embarrassing number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Getting his hair dyed blonde, because this is a chance at humiliation his friends cannot pass on.
Hang on. I heard you were doing this, so I worked out some stuff. I'm planning a white wedding. Tell me, Billy Idol, is it a nice day for that?
Getting beaten up by a goat, because Ted's fighting skills are hilariously awful.
But here's how I remember it.
Finding out an adult star uses his name, because that's not the best kind of mix-up.
I found a porno starring Ted Mosby.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Welcome to the Sex Plane, and look who plays the navigator, Ted Mosby.
Firing a man while he has a heart attack. So much for being the good boss.
Now we're falling onto the ground. Well, nice try, but guess what? You're fired. You're fired. You get it? You hear me? You're gone. You're fired.
Has a movie made about him where he's the villain, because millions laughed at Ted's misery.
Hey, bonehead! I'm Jed Mosley. I'm the most powerful and corrupt architect in New York. That's gonna leave a mark!
It's about me.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Saying I love you on the first date. All of Ted's failures in his relationships can probably be traced back to this moment. The second he lays eyes on Robin, Ted falls head over heels in love. And while their first date starts off well, including him stealing the blue French horn for her, Ted ultimately messes up any future chances when they resume their date following an interruption. Just when things seem to be perfect, he says the number one thing you never say on the first date.
I think I like your nose.
I think I'm in love with you.
What? What?
What?
Along with ruining things with Robin, Ted's spontaneous confession of love becomes a recurring gag among the gang.
Yeah, I was trying to think, what's the quickest way to get rid of a girl you just met? I think I'm in love with you.
What?
Thanks, bro.
Glad I could help.
Terming this as the Mosby, his friends not only make fun of Ted, but also use the move themselves when hoping to get rid of an unwanted lover.
Friends? Friends? Oh my god, you just did it again. You just Mosby'd me.
I did not.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.